Hi everyone, it is Thursday the 18th of May. We're going to try a fjord horse called Rio. Kind of a little bit nervous, a little bit like tummy fluttering. Think it's slightly because it didn't go that well on Sunday, and also I think it's because this is more like what I want. The only thing I'm thinking about is that my dream is to get a Haflinger because I've always wanted a Haflinger since I was like 10 or 9 and saw them like on photos and everything. And there's simply not any Haflingers for sale in Norway. I would have to go abroad, and that takes a lot of energy and money. So a fjord horse is easier to get, and they are kind of similar as horses, both mountain horses. Hafling is from Austrian Alps, and the fjord is from the Norwegian. I'm not sure what that chain is called. I know it, but it's mountains anyway. So yeah, I'm not gonna waffle more, and I'll see you guys later. So here's my ride on the Rio. I've been editing this a lot because it was very far away. So if it's a little bit jumpy, then that's the reason why. Um, yeah, I walked him around first a little bit in a long rein. Then I rode him in walk on and off throughout the ride, just to see if I could get him to hold on to the outside rein or take support there. Here I'm trying a little bit of sideways or lateral movement, which went okay. He is still young, and as you can see throughout, it's hard for him to take the contact fully and work in an outline. And if things are a little bit tough and heavy for him to do, then he'll put his head up. But then again, sometimes he does sort of start giving me a good feeling. So it's like he's a baby still, but he's a good baby. So here we're trotting, and I was just trying to see if I could get him to bend and take contact on the outside rein, basically. Just to see if I can get him to be like work in a steady outline. He's very, very has a very, very good tempo and pace. He's not rushing and then stopping and rushing and stopping. He's just keeping the same rhythm throughout, and he he's a little bit round to ride, so I had to like work to get my legs around him. But from time to time, I got some good steps. I did some walk, of course, again. And yeah, just trotting him on both reins in the beginning. Just feeling how he is. He's a very cute little boy. 6 years old, but he has had some growth breaks, so he's not really that educated, but he is more like 5-year-old, I suppose. He hasn't been taught to have a rider sit on his back in sitting trot yet, so I'm doing rising trot, which is very difficult for me because I'm used to doing sitting trot all the time. Yeah, but he was so good, and it was like you got a few paces, and then it was like, oh, that's hard work. um, yeah, he was very cute, very willing. Didn't take hold of the rein. Easy to get a canter on, as you can see. and that was like a little bit of a worry for me, but he was amazing at that. Yeah, zooming in here. And he has a good canter. It's not collected at all yet, but that's something to work on for the future. Basically, Rio is like a little bit of a canvas where someone has done the outline of what you can draw on it, and then you can spend the time coloring in after. So yeah, I am like looking at my own writing and thinking you should have been more precise here and done it better. But first time on a new horse, it's hard to tell what you're gonna do. But I really liked his canter. That was absolutely lovely, and he was very willing in canter. No problem getting him going, and so that's a good thing because working in canter and working on canter transitions will strengthen their back and bum and everything and help them into self-carriage. So that's a good thing. Here they put him out on poles, and we had a little bit of communication problems in the beginning. I cut out a lot of the communication problems because it's not that much fun seeing me not being able to write in a straight line. Here we got a really good one in canter, and here's another one in canter that's not so good. So here I did them in trot again, just to take him down, do something that he was good at, give him a pat, and then I did them in canter as well one more time. We had actually one more try in canter after this, and he bucked. And then they put up a little cross pole, and we trotted in, and he was like, wee! He thought it was so much fun. Got a pat, and then I left this in because here he's actually starting to take the contact at the end when I'm talking to his owners. So I am back home after I have tried Rio. So let's start with the first impressions. He is super cute. He has such a cute face, and he's like a really good size. He was very well behaved in the when we were grooming, and tacking up and everything is very well behaved. Yeah. And then one of the women that has him, well, not the owner, but the other one that rides him the most, she rode him a little bit, and he looks like he has a really nice gait. I haven't watched the film from when I rode him, but when she rode him, he has really nice gaits. And yeah, so he is young. He's 6, but he has had some growth breaks, so he's more like a 4-year-old. He was much more rideable than the horse I tried on Sunday. Much more in balance. Yeah. So first, when I got on him, I felt like I didn't actually find the buttons to press. It was a little bit like touch and go. I got him to sort of take the outside rein, and then when I swapped reins, he dropped the outside rein on the other hand, and had to work a bit to get him to take that one. And in walk, and he did listen to lateral movement, but there's still lots of work to do there. In trot, again, it was the same thing with getting him to take the contact, and yeah, outside rein. But again, that got better as well. And canter was lovely. I mean, again, I don't think I got any canter on the bit, but it's not that important. The most important thing is that he could do a circle, he could do straight lines, that any problems. And I also got to do some trot poles, which were more like canter poles in length. So he was a little bit what am I gonna do with my legs, basically. And then I couldn't get the steering right in the beginning, so he just ran off to the side. So I took it down into walk, and then I was like, let's do this properly. And then we trotted, and then it was fine again on the other hand. And then I was gonna canter them, and I had the same problem with the running out to the side and getting him to just, it's like, it's so difficult when you ride different horses but not like regularly, so you're not used to horses having different stride length, and so I couldn't get like the right stride to the first pole. And the last time I thought, yes, I got it, and then he stepped on the last pole and he got so pissed with me. He was like, fuck this, and he did a little kick. But yeah, so I felt it went well. I also got to jump, and I did one jump. He's only been jumped 2 times before, and so I didn't want to do too much. But the one jump, he was like, really used his back, and it was really good, and I didn't need to feel anything else because I felt like he has a lot of scope for jumping. That shouldn't be a problem. After that, when I was walking him a little bit, well, I was talking to the women that has him, I got him better in contact with the outside rein, so it got progressively better the more I rode him. I also got to ride him out on a little track that they had, to like try a little bit what it's like on a hack. It wasn't really like a proper experience, but it was something. He was so cute, and he was like stopping and looking at things and then walking on, and it felt so nice. I felt really, really safe on him, and I think that's important because you're supposed to enjoy riding and hacking and everything, and not sit there and be like, I don't know if I'm gonna come home alive, you know. So I was very positively surprised, and I think he was really, really good. The only like things that I'm thinking about is, am I sort of thinking that he is so good because the other horses I've ridden since picking have been bad? Freya wasn't bad, but she's like old and stiff and everything, but like all the other horses haven't been that great. Also, like I felt like I needed a lot of leg on him, and I'm a little bit unsure if my chronic illness can take a horse that I need to use so much leg on. That's like my 2 question marks really. But the owner said that I could come back and ride him as many times as I wanted to. I was the only one they had let come and try him out, and they thought it went well. And yeah, so I'm thinking about going back and trying him again, both on a hack and once more in the arena. I think so. There's not much horses for sale in Norway that are like what I want. There's the wrong breeds, of course, which I can't afford, but there's also like, in fjord horses there are mostly foals and yearlings and stuff, and older horses, and haflingers are non-existent. So yeah, so that's what I'm thinking about. So I want to try him again, I'm pretty sure, just to be sure that I'm not just being excited because I had a good ride, you know, and not thinking 100% clearly. So thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed seeing me try Rio, and I'll let you guys know what's happening.